second episode of Between a Rock and a Hard Place. I'm Jackie Pape.
And I'm Emily Strahan. Now, a lot has happened in the world of politics since the last time we spoke with all of you. There was the first and the only vice presidential debate, the second presidential debate, some more emails of Hillary Clinton came to the surface, and a video came out of Donald Trump that was not particularly tasteful.
Today we have two voters. Sebastian, welcome.
Sebastian's a Wake Forest student.
Thanks for having me.
Nice to see you.
And Brad.
Hey, nice to be here.
Nice to see you, Brad.
And we want to hear what you think this video is doing to the election. So our first question, Sebastian, I'll ask you. Have these comments that Donald Trump said, are they going to cost him the election?
Well, first of all, I think that Donald Trump was heading to an election that was not going to go in his favor in the first place before this video, but I think we might be reaching landslide and wave territory after these videos. I think before this video, it was a close election. Trump could have done something to come back, but I think if the election would have happened the day before this video, Clinton would have won. And after this video, I think Clinton might be looking at an Obama 2008 type landslide.
What do you think, Brad?
Well, I would have agreed with you before the debate, but after that debate, I have to say that I think Donald Trump really reset the whole race.
Mm-hmm.
Before the debate, he was out of it. But after that solid debate performance, I think he got himself in there to where he still has a fighting chance. I don't think this is over at all.
Now, a lot of media has said that he did win the debate, but people can't get their heads around the words he said. Anderson Cooper said during the debate that Donald Trump's words were him bragging about sexual assault. Now, Donald Trump responds to that saying, no, it wasn't sexual assault, it was just locker room banter. Brad, was this locker room banter? You're a guy, you played sports.
Yeah. To be honest, yeah, it is locker room banter, but I'm not going to excuse it. What he said was terrible. As somebody who has a sister, I was offended by it. But they were just words, as he pointed out. They were just words and they were terrible, but it was 11 years ago. He wasn't running for president 11 years ago when he was on the Access Hollywood tour bus. So for voters, I think they want to focus on the real issues, and I think this is kind of a distraction. This isn't really a major issue. This is kind of a big, hyped-up media story, not a political
So it is
issue.
locker room banter, even though it's a little over the top?
Well, it depends what locker room you're talking about. I'm sure if you went to an NFL locker room, you'd hear a lot worse, but that doesn't excuse what he said.
Brad, are you saying you've talked like this in a locker room?
I'm not saying I've talked like this in a locker room.
I saw an interview, and an NFL player said
Sure.
this language is never used in a locker room. I've played years of sports.
Maybe not a locker room. Have either of you spoke this way in front of your friends? Have you referred to female genitalia in that way? I would argue yes.
I mean, I'm sure I prefer to genitalia in that way, but I've never said I'm going to sexually assault a woman, and I believe.
But he didn't
100%.
say that. Anderson Cooper said that that's what it was. What do you
I think
think?
Anderson Cooper might have exaggerated a little bit. I don't know if he was bragging about sexual assault. It was just inappropriate. It was braggadocio. It was guy talk. He didn't know he was being recorded. And I really think it has nothing to do with the election at all.
Do you not think that Donald Trump shows his true personality when he's not being recorded? It shows a lot about a man's true morals.
I don't think an offhand comment about a girl is enough to say he's immoral, okay? And if we're using those standards, maybe Bill Clinton, we should have some revisiting of that, because he's been accused of some actual rapes.
Bill Clinton is not on the ticket.
I know he's not on the ticket right now, but Hillary helped cover up a lot of some,
Is there any proof of that?
Yeah, there is.
So one of the things that Trump said was, okay, these were only words, they're not actions. Actions speak louder than words. Is that true?
If Donald Trump is using these words, I wonder what his true actions are. If Donald Trump is saying that he can grab a woman like that, I wonder what he's really doing. And today it comes up that Donald Trump just waltzes into a locker, or not a locker room, but a rehearsal room of the Miss Teen USA pageant just for the hell of it. Just wanders on in with 15-year-old women topless and semi-nude and naked. And he thinks this is appropriate, oogling over 15-year-old girls. Personally, I think we've got a pervert on our hands as the Republican nominee.
But I'm not here to defend. I don't know if that's confirmed. I haven't heard anything about that. I'm not here to defend what he said. But it's not big enough of a deal.
It's not changing your mind.
Yeah, it's not changing. I don't think it's changing many people's minds. I think people like to sit here and fall on a bunch of fake outrage and put themselves up on a high horse. But listen, everybody has heard a little bit worse than that. I'm not excusing it, but everybody's heard worse than that.
Well, I have to say, I know when I speak, I definitely seem to be more lenient towards the right, but that's just because I really don't like Hillary. She just frustrates
That's
me.
fair. That's fair.
And but at the end of the day, I don't know that I can vote for Donald Trump. I don't know that I can. So that's why I'm stuck. Are you stuck?
I'm stuck as well.
Oh, so what are we gonna do?
We'll be back on our 3rd episode next week or in 2 weeks. We'll see what happens and how everything plays out. But as of now, we are still stuck between a rock and a hard place. Thank you guys.
You're welcome.
Thanks,
Thank
Jackie.
you.
Thanks, Emily.
Peace. Hi, welcome back.
What's wrong with us? What's wrong? Why can't we vote?